Well, good evening. I'm Mike Ryan with Gate Precast. I'm the chair of the Pcma Marketing Committee, and welcome and thank you for coming. We're pleased to be back in person in Texas and Texas A&M and College Station, and thank you for coming. So we have some special guests tonight. We have Texas A&M students, and right here on this table here, please stand up. So these young people are the future of our industry, and we thank you for coming, and a bunch of engineers, architects, and future people of our industry. After spending a few minutes with them, I really appreciate your coming here and everything. This evening, we're about to present the awards for our industry and our local PCMA awards for best projects. We have 12 awards this evening that cover energy efficiency, structural resiliency, and the course of aesthetic adversity. Presenting the awards tonight are Chris Lechner. A few words about Chris, though. I mean, no, I'm really impressed with Chris, and think about what he did today. We had two really amazing presenters. We had Bob here from PCI National. I mean, just a tremendous job, and just think about everything we did. Could you give that a hand for Chris?
Thank you, sir. That's very nice. Good evening and welcome to College Station. A little bit warmer here this year than it was last year. Before we actually get started with the awards, I have another treat for you first, and I'd like you to turn your attention to our video screens and listen to this.
The roots of PCMA go back to October 1953, perhaps even earlier. Who knows what conversations were had in those early days, but it was in the fall of 1953 that the Texas Highway Department made a decision to advance Texas roadways with the use of pre-stressed concrete beams. The department had the idea to engage with contractors in the development and advancement of pre-stressed concrete beams. Beam Fabricators incorporated the Prestressed Concrete Manufacturers Association in 1959. By the 1970s, product diversification into commercial markets prompted the members to realign the association by expanding its scope to include commercial fabricators to provide a resource and marketing group for the growing commercial markets. In 1985, the name was changed to Precast Concrete Manufacturers Association of Texas. In 2008, PCMA affiliated with the Precast Prestressed Concrete Institute, PCI, and expanded to include Oklahoma and New Mexico, and now operates as Precast Concrete Manufacturers Association. Today, PCMA continues its traditional role as a conduit for information and innovation with the Texas Department of Transportation. New precast and pre-stressed concrete road and bridge products are continually under development, testing, or have moved to general usage. PCMA members are involved every step of the way. Furthermore, commercial precasters direct PCMA's engagement within the construction community, universities, and as a resource and education provider to building owners and designers. PCMA members have established an enviable portfolio of schools, stadiums, museums, hotels, hospitals, and of course the parking structures that support them. PCMA continues its long tradition of supporting. Most recently, PCMA connected a member and Texas A&M University to research ultra-high-performance concrete. PCMA partnered with another member and Texas Tech University to test sandwich wall panel joints used in storm-resistant construction.
An important part of the PCMA are the membership meetings. Members gathered to discuss industry issues, exchange ideas, and most importantly, develop and implement solutions. It was during one of those meetings in the fall of 2010 that the idea took hold among several members to host a sporting clay shoot to raise money for a charity. One member took the discussion to the PCMA's board of directors and proposed to have a sporting clay event to raise money for research for a cure of acid maltase deficiency, also known as Pompe disease.
So I do want to take the opportunity to thank PCMA for their efforts in fundraising to support the work that AMDA does for promoting research in Pompe disease. And we hope working together that we will make a difference in the lives of patients.
And what I applaud with all these meetings is the investment in people, their experiences, their exchanges, the fact that you guys, with all the money, help us join together to make life a better world, not just for us individually, but for the whole community.
Coming to this meeting means so much to me, to meet what is my extended family now of different people that have Pompe. And I can't express enough gratitude to those that support this meeting.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
PCMA is proud of our association with AMDA and the research we're supporting, but the overall benefits go even deeper. The Pull for Pompe is an industry gathering away from the usual issues and challenges members face. Pull for Pompe encourages relationships across a widening group of construction professionals.
PCMA Pull for Pompe allows members to spend a day with customers, suppliers, design professionals, and their families.
Pull for Pompe builds relationships. This strengthens the industry, this strengthens the community, and this strengthens PCMA.
Pull for Pompe is an opportunity to step out of industry and into community, and provides a different perspective on all the issues we face and programs we provide.
PCMA Pull for Pompe is only possible because of the generosity of our sponsors and volunteers. We can thank them all at the next PCMA Pull for Pompe. Please join us at the PCMA Pull for Pompe.
For more information on Pull for Pompe, please visit the PCMA and AMDA online.
I did that. During the earlier introduction, you may have heard Mike Ryan refer to schools and medical buildings and parking structures and offices. And when you break all of that stuff down, it's really part of the infrastructure. You may have heard a lot about the infrastructure lately, and I think you're going to be hearing more about it. Tonight's presentations are going to be a demonstration of what precast, prestressed concrete can bring to the infrastructure and how we are building for a better tomorrow. Sometimes, you see, I missed that one. Infrastructure and a few more noticeable than parking structures. That allows the structural and architectural to combine. Sometimes parking is also a destination, like our first project.
Austin Planning and Development Center, or COA-PDC campus, was developed to be a new one-stop shop for all city permitting departments, which were previously spread out in multiple offices throughout the city. The project is just one component of the larger Highland Mall redevelopment that has revitalized and increased density in and around Austin's original indoor shopping mall. The efficiency of this office is also reflected in the parking garage located directly across the courtyard. This parking structure has the capacity for nearly 1,000 cars and includes spaces for retail, fitness, car washing, bike storage with a workshop, and landscape maintenance. Gensler began preliminary design work on the project in 2017. The precast manufacturer, Core Slab Structures Texas, began precast production in early 2019. Precast erection was from May to August of 2019, and the project officially opened in July of 2021. The retail and fitness areas are located on the ground level over basement parking. This necessitated hollow core slabs and additional framing members not typically associated with parking decks in order to support the heavier loading. The deck above these conditioned spaces required insulated sandwich topping slabs, which also required the use of hollow core slabs. The exterior of the garage includes an architectural mixed design with a sandblast finish and bullnose spandrels, as well as cladding elements such as curtain walls, brick, metal panels, green screens, and planters. This project utilized many sustainable concepts and was selected as a 2021 Austin Green Award winner, further endorsing the use of precast concrete for its efficiency, strength, and durability.
A big round of applause, please, for our best mixed-use parking. City of Austin. City of Austin Planning and Development Center Parking Garage. Precast concrete by Core Slab Structures Texas Incorporated. The architect on this project is Gensler. Engineer of record, Walter P. Moore, Austin, Texas. General contractor, Ryan Companies, Austin, Texas. Precast concrete engineer, Union Tech Consulting Engineers of San Antonio. Would our winners please come up and collect their awards? Go over there and, or come up here, I guess. We're gonna get them up here. Yeah, come on up here. You guys stand still and stand as still as you can until she gives you a thumbs up. Perfect. City of Austin Planning Development Center Parking Garage Best Mixed Use Parking 2021. You gonna hang? Sure. Nice. Of course, congratulations to our winners. But I need to tell you that parking structures, they come in all sizes, and sometimes precast structures are called on to be more than parking structures, and sometimes they can be a canvas for something really special to draw attention. Please give your attention to this award winner.
The San Antonio Zoo parking garage is a high-profile structure visible from the heavily traveled Highway 281, which runs through the heart of San Antonio. From the early stages of design, Manco Structures worked closely with Alamo Architects and Guido Construction to design this 2-bay, 5-story, split-level precast parking garage. It includes over 165,000 square feet of parking, accommodating 600 spaces for those visiting the San Antonio Zoo, Brackenridge Park, Alamo Stadium, and other area venues. The architect's goal was to design a garage with a natural appearance to blend with the zoo's ecological motif. This was accomplished by introducing images of tall giraffes, a giant tiger, and multiple monarch butterflies, along with an abundance of greenery around the structure. These features are all highlighted with nighttime lighting. With the anticipation of mounting large artwork and green screens on the garage exterior, the precast spandrels and wall panels were designed to withstand extraordinary loading imposed by these post-applied features. The natural grade differential of 16 feet from one bay to the other within the garage footprint posed unique ramping conditions with the need to create two separate entrances at different elevations. In all, this parking structure contains over 480 precast components, and in the spring of 2020, the garage opened its doors to animal lovers from all over the world. Needless to say, the client was very pleased with the outcome. The president and CEO of the zoo tweeted, "It may be the nicest looking parking garage on the planet." This facade serves as a giant billboard to the iconic 105-year-old San Antonio Zoo, ushering guests into the zoo through this precast garage that is as festive and colorful as the beautiful city of San Antonio itself.
Best parking structure, over 500 spaces, San Antonio Zoo Parking Garage, San Antonio, Texas. The architect on the project is Alamo Architects, San Antonio. General contractor is Guido Construction of San Antonio. Also from San Antonio is the structural engineer of record, Datum Engineers. Precast Engineers is the consulting engineers group, and the owner is the San Antonio Zoo. The precast concrete was by Manco Structures, Schertz, Texas. Please come up and collect your awards. You're on. Delete.
Thank you.
Congratulations to our winners. As the infrastructure grows, so too do precast concrete garages. Please enjoy this award winner.
The Women's Hospital of Texas in Houston is a complex, multi-phase project. The scope of work included substantial interior renovation, demolition of an existing parking structure, and construction of a new 9-story, 732,500 square foot precast parking garage for over 2,000 vehicles. DPR Construction teamed up with Legacy Precast to finalize the precast concrete scope of work and reduce costs where possible. The precast specialty engineer was Salmons Engineering, and the project architect was Earl Swenson and Associates. At 3 bays wide, the 9-level structure stands 105 feet tall and includes 611,000 square feet of suspended double T's. At over 437 feet in length, the project included 1 expansion joint and 2 elevator banks. The garage also features C-shaped spandrels with 4-inch form projections and cast-in thin brick veneer, as well as post-applied architectural screens on various parts of the project. Architectural finishes include cast-in thin brick and architectural concrete mix design with a medium sandblast finish. In all, 1,688 pieces of precast pre-stressed concrete were delivered and erected ahead of schedule and within budget. Shortly after design development in 2019, precast pieces started being produced. In early 2020, at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, manufacturing continued at the owner's request. Then, in May of 2020, with 600 pieces of concrete produced, the owner stopped all construction nationwide to redirect all available funds to doctors, nurses, and equipment at their facilities. After a 7-month delay, the precaster was able to resume manufacturing and still meet the new schedule. By utilizing precast concrete, this team was able to control costs and maintain the architectural design intent, while meeting the aggressive schedule for installation during the stop-and-go chaos of the recent pandemic.
Best parking structure over 2,000 spaces. HCA Women's Hospital of Texas parking garage, Houston, Texas. The general contractor is DPR Construction. Precast engineer, Salmons PC, Phoenix, Arizona. The architect is Earl Swenson and Associates out of Nashville, Tennessee. Engineer of record is the Structural Design Group, also from Nashville, Tennessee. And the precast concrete was by Legacy Precast in Brookshire, Texas. Congratulations to our winners. Please come up and collect your awards. Let's move over a little bit. Let's shift that way a little bit. She's taking pictures. It works out better that way.
Is in there, Tammy?
Sometimes the architectural is important as the structure, especially when the parking structure is of the large variety like this award winner.
The Choctaw Casino and Resort originally opened in 2006 in Durant, Oklahoma. Since then, there have been 4 major expansions. The latest expansion features the addition of a luxury 21-story Sky Tower hotel, expanded gaming, restaurants, entertainment options, and a 3,300-car parking garage. The entire structure covers approximately 1 million square feet, featuring precast concrete with cast-in-place post-tension concrete floor slabs. The project was led by the design-build team of Tudor Perini and JCJ Architecture. Construction started in early 2020, and the Choctaw Nation celebrated the opening of this expansion in August of 2021. The precast for this project was provided by 2 different entities of Enterprise Properties. American Concrete Products created 760 columns, beams, and girders, while Enterprise Precast Concrete of Texas manufactured 490 architectural facade elements. The exterior of this massive garage features the use of load-bearing architectural precast. The speed ramp is reflected on the primary elevation. The facade of the garage showcases the architectural capabilities of precast, utilizing a combination of column covers, form liners, and differing mixed designs and textures to provide a distinct and varying aesthetic, fitting of the rest of the resort itself.
Best parking structure over 3,000 spaces. Choctaw Casino and Resort Parking Garage in Durant, Oklahoma. The architect is JCJ Architecture, Hartford, Connecticut. General contractor, Tuner Perini, Las Vegas, Nevada. Concrete construction subcontractor is American Structural Concrete, Atlanta, Georgia. Precast concrete by Enterprise Precast Concrete of Texas, Corsicana, Texas, and American Concrete Products, Dallas, Texas. Please come up and collect your awards. Where am I at? Congratulations on that one. Sometimes an owner needs parking that is more than parking. The versatility and customability of precast concrete allows multiple uses, as demonstrated by this project.
The Hewlett-Packard Enterprise Corporate Campus includes 440,000 square feet of office space and a parking garage to accommodate over 2,000 cars. The general contractor, D.E. Harvey Builders, and developer, Patronelli Group, brought Legacy Precast on board early in the design development phase of the project to design, manufacture, and install the all-precast concrete building system. The design architect was Pickard Chilton, the executive architect was Kirksey Architecture, and the engineer of record was Cardno. The parking structure incorporated an elevated cooling tower with massive loads, concrete projections on all spandrels, and enclosed condition space for the central plant, control rooms, generator room, mail room, shipping, and receiving. At over 650 feet in length, the project also included 2 expansion joints, grand stair elevator lobbies with glass canopy systems, and a post-applied architectural screen on the courtyard side of the project. This 4-bay, 7-level structure was delivered and erected 30 days ahead of schedule and within budget. The precaster engaged CEG International as the precast specialty engineer for the project. One of the greatest challenges of this project was the design of a massive elevated cooling tower system with dead loads of up to 4.5 million pounds and live loads of 1.2 million pounds. The system included 5-foot deep transfer beams, substantial columns, solid slabs, and NMB splice sleeves. By utilizing precast concrete, the design and construction teams were able to control costs by simplifying the overall structure, provide enclosure of the suspended cooling tower, yield a stronger infrastructure, and meet the aggressive schedule for installation, all without compromising design intent.
Best multi-use parking, Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, corporate headquarters, precast concrete engineer, CEG International, San Antonio, Texas. General contractor, D.E. Harvey Builders, Houston, Texas. Architect is Kirksey out of Houston. Design architect, Pickard Clinton out of New Haven, Connecticut. The developer is the Petrinley Group out of Houston. The engineer of record is Cardno. Precast concrete by Legacy Precast LLC. In addition, we have PCMA Associates, Arcosa Lightweight, BASF Construction Chemicals, Boral Materials Technologies, Consulting Engineers Group, Hamilton Form Company, Insteel Wire Products, JVI, MyJack, Oklahoma Steel and Wire, Texas Lehigh Cement Company assisting on this project. Let's give them all a big hand, please. Not many people filled those out, but please come up and collect your award. It is. Marvin. Where's your tie? How are you?
You know,
You're good to go. Congratulations to our winners.
You do.
It's just, I mean, the Wheel of Fortune. Anyone who lives in Texas knows that sometimes it rains and sometimes it rains a lot. Sometimes our infrastructure has to accommodate for all of that water. How does precast concrete solve that problem? Check out this solution.
to increase inventory capacity, Gilman Auto Group knew they needed to add a structured parking garage to their site. However, due to limited space on the property, the need to maintain a large retention pond, the desire to provide office space, and the wish to accommodate future bays, Gurry Architects and SPD Construction turned to Course Lab Structures Texas and the ever-versatile Precast Concrete. The resulting garage consists of parking for 750 cars and the desired office space. To maintain the required water retention capacity, the existing retaining pond was converted to a basement level under the garage and was covered with a precast lid. This retention pond posed a unique design challenge, since the crane used to place the precast needed to be stationed within the pond. This was overcome by moving the crane out of the pond at the end of each day to avoid any potential flooding. Thanks to the speed of precast installation, the crane was only needed for 3 months. The larger 32-inch deep by 10-foot wide double T's that cover the pond were designed to provide additional loading capacity so the ground level space could be converted into service bays in the future. To allow for this future flexibility, a larger than normal floor height was achieved by providing a 2-story space for the majority of the building's footprint. An office space was located within the service bay area to support this future shop. This garage, which is expected to open in early 2022, is a fundamental piece of infrastructure for the Gilman Auto Group, providing not only the desired parking and office space, but also the option for this structure to evolve along with their business.
Best parking innovation, Gilman Auto Garage, Houston, Texas. The architect is Gurry Architects, Houston. Engineer of record is Dell out of Houston, Texas. The general contractor is SPD Construction, Houston, Texas. Precast concrete engineers, Unitech Consulting Engineers, San Antonio, Texas. And the PCMA associate members involved in this program were Alamo Cement Company, ALP Supply, Arcosa Lightweight, Capital Aggregates Incorporated, Chryso Incorporated, JVI, Sumidin Wire Products Corporation, PC Strand, and Unintech Consulting Engineers. The precast concrete is by CoreSlab Structures Texas Incorporated, Cedar Park, Texas. Please come up and get your award. Oh, yeah. Don't fall off the back, dude.
Okay. I'm going to get even with you for this.
Yes, sir. Just think about it at your next trip to the Buckets.
Thank you.
How are you going to do this next?
Yeah, well, step here by myself, right?
Congratulations to our winners, and thank you very much. Well, so far we've recognized mixed use, we've recognized multi-use. Let's take a look at one that combines two distinct structure types and takes advantage of both the structural versatility with the aesthetic vision of the architect.
The Stack is an office building located in Dallas's historic and thriving Deep Ellum neighborhood, designed by 5G Studio Collaborative. The 16-story building's upper 7 levels include flexible office space with extensive building amenities, such as a 10th floor amenity terrace, unobstructed views of downtown Dallas, private tenant balconies,
Oh, can we start that over? We'll start that one over.
The Stack is an office building located and thriving Deep Ellum neighborhood, designed by Studio Collaborative. The 16-story building's upper 7 levels include flexible office space with extensive building amenities, such as a 10th floor amenity terrace, unobstructed views of downtown Dallas, private tenant balconies, a state-of-the-art fitness facility, a tenant lounge and conferencing space, 24/7 on-site security, and fully covered parking. Level 1 includes 15,000 square feet of street-level retail space. The precast facade begins at and stretches up to level 10 to envelop the building's structured parking on levels 2 through 9. The lower precast portion blends with Deep Ellum's historic neighborhood and shows respect for the neighborhood's history of brick and mortar architecture, while the upper volume visually expresses the goal of creating an innovative office for the future with its modern aesthetic. Precast concrete was chosen to meet the aesthetic, constructability, and budget goals for the lower volumes brick facade. The architectural panels that make up these lower 10 levels use 3 unique and different colors of brick on the north elevation, along with 3 differing window patterns to give the impression of 3 different buildings on this facade. The architectural panels had to be hoisted from a busy city street adjacent to the site for installation. This was carefully coordinated, implementing precise on-time deliveries and single-lane road closures. In all, Gate Precast Company provided 265 pieces of architectural precast to give this building its unique look. The complicated arched windows, ornate cornice work, and detailed features which are striking and reflective of craftsman-style architecture were only achieved through utilizing the dynamic and innovative nature of precast concrete.
This is our 2021 Best Office Parking for Architectural and Structural, the Stack, Dallas, Texas. The architect is 5G Studio Collaborative. The general contractor, Whiting Turner, Plano, Texas. The owner, Hines, Dallas, Texas. Precast Concrete by Gate Precast Company, Hillsboro, Texas. Will the winner please stay up here and accept your award? Congratulations. Congratulations to our winner. Obviously, parking is a large part of precast concrete's success. Oh, but there's so much more. When we think of infrastructures, most people don't think of projects like this.
An icon of the Corpus Christi waterfront, the original Cole Park Pier was a wooden structure built in 1938, designed to provide residents and visitors of Corpus Christi, Texas, with opportunities for swimming and fishing. In 1946, the pier was removed due to severe damage from a hurricane in the previous year. In 1972, the pier was reconstructed using concrete, but after 50 years of service in the harshest elements of Corpus Christi Bay, including hurricane damage in 2017, the city decided it needed a new, resilient solution to provide its residents and visitors with a recreational pier that would withstand the test of time. Extending over 500 feet into Corpus Christi Bay, the new pier seeks to improve on the original design and includes many additional features. After evaluating various design and construction criteria, including cost, construction time, and long-term performance, the city of Corpus Christi determined that the optimal solution for the new pier was a total precast concrete structure. The precast for this new design was produced by Heldenfels Enterprises. The new pier consists of 60 24-inch by 24-inch precast pre-stressed piles which support precast pile caps and 34 custom precast pre-stressed concrete deck panels with a field-topped slab. It also features an observation deck and a significantly wider walkway with alternating bump outs along each side. These bump outs will allow for seating, shade structures, lighting, and fish cleaning stations, adding significantly to the utility and aesthetics of the new pier that will serve the city's infrastructure for many generations to come.
Best Marine Use, Cole Park Pier, Corpus Christi, Texas. Engineer of record is Jacobs, Corpus Christi. Precast concrete engineer is Erickson Technologies, Tampa, Florida. General contractor is J.M. Davidson, Corpus Christi, Texas. Precast concrete by Heldenfels Enterprise, San Marcos. Please come up and collect your award. Hold up. Go back, go back. She needs another.
More pictures?
More pictures, because. All right. Congratulations to our winners. Every once in a while, a project is entered that is not quite complete. We award these projects simply because sometimes the true value of the precast is not readily apparent in the completed project. In that vein, we present this award winner. When we think of infrastructure, we do think of projects like this.
Park, Land Bridges, and Prairie began construction in August of 2020 and is expected to be completed in late 2022. Vehicular traffic will go through the precast arches while the park above will still be open to the public. Precast was chosen over a cast-in-place alternative for a variety of reasons. Precast's ability to maintain the complicated architectural details as well as the uniform radius of the arches makes it a superior material. Also, the speed of construction, ease of installation, and the overall safety benefits during construction played a role in the selection of material. And lastly, the final product will be far more attractive and consistent when built with precast concrete, as opposed to other methods. The precast concrete engineer, TEG Civil Engineering, and the precast manufacturer, Tricon Precast, are handling the precast portion of this project, which consists of two main components, the half arches and the cantilevered head wall portions. The half arches form a 54-foot internal radius. These pieces are 29 foot 6 inches tall, 6 feet wide, and 13 inches thick. The head walls are key architectural features leading into and out of the iconic land bridges. While they vary in height and thickness, they keep the 6-foot nominal width. Upon completion, there will be a total of 1,920 linear feet of arches and head walls. These land bridges will be enjoyed for many years to come by both drivers and parkgoers alike as a natural use of precast infrastructure.
Best Bridge Urban Use, Houston Memorial Park, Land Bridge, and Prairie, Houston, Texas. Precast Engineers, TEG Civil Engineering, Houston, Texas. Precast Concrete by Tricon Precast Limited. Accepting for Tricon Precast is our good friend Jennifer Flores. Jennifer, please come and get Tricon's award. Congratulations to our winner. When we do think of infrastructure, we do think of projects like our next one. Improving the infrastructure, the goal is to make people's lives better. It moves commerce, it moves people, it keeps us all connected. And this project is a real good demonstration that when Precaster is brought on early in the project, it provides a link between manufacturing capabilities and the demands of the design and designers. This project demonstrates that cooperation.
The FM 457 suite in Sargent, Texas, was in need of replacement because of its age and the high maintenance cost associated with its upkeep. The Texas Department of Transportation proposed to replace the swing bridge with a concrete bridge that would span the Gulf Intracoastal Waterway to provide access for residents on the south side of the water. TxDOT designed a corkscrew bridge to replace the existing structure. Limited space along FM 457, combined with the height requirement for a replacement structure to accommodate the barge traffic through the waterway, made the corkscrew bridge the optimal design for the site. Bear Concrete Works teamed up with Majeski and Masters to redesign the project's pre-stressed elements and design pre-stressed precast bent caps. These bent caps weigh between 150,000 and 250,000 pounds at the main span. The 300-foot clear main span was achieved using spliced TX96 girders of varying depths, between 8 and 12.5 feet deep. These massive pier girders weigh up to 320,000 pounds. Since its opening in April of 2021, locals have enjoyed the fact that they no longer have to wait 15 minutes or more to cross the water, as they did with the former swing bridge. This elegant structure will serve as a fundamental piece of the city's infrastructure and as an excellent display of precast engineering for many years to come.
Best Bridge Design and Manufacture, Sergeant Beach Bridge, Sargent, Texas. Engineer of Record, Majeski and Masters, Round Rock, Texas. Precast Concrete by Bear Concrete Works, San Antonio. Pcma Associates. Pcma associate members include Alamo Cement, Boral Material Technologies, Capital Aggregates, DS Brown Company, Dayton Superior, Euclid Chemical, Gosco Equipment, Hamilton Form Company, InSteel Wire Products, MyJack Products, Sika Corp, and Wire Mesh Corporation. Please give them all a big hand and come up and collect your awards. Get back and take more pictures. Outstanding, outstanding. I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn, but I've heard rumors that the locals call that bridge the Hot Wheels Bridge. Yeah. Next up is another example of how Precast incorporates the structural and the architectural. Please give your attention to this award winner.
Dell Children's Medical Center is a pediatric acute care hospital in Austin, Texas. Course Lab Structures Texas Incorporated provided precast for parking garages 1 and 2 and the medical office building on the growing campus, which were each designed by HKS. The hospital is part of the larger redevelopment of the former Mueller Airport site. Both garages incorporate an architectural mixed design with multiple finishes and bill noses on the exterior where the precast is not covered by other cladding materials. Both garages also feature use of metal panels as well as stone and barrier cables at various exterior conditions. These cladding elements helped tie the parking garages to the existing hospital buildings on the campus. Garage 1 provides support for a future solar panel canopy over the top deck. This required early coordination to match the canopy layout to the column grid spacing of the garage. The red walls also incorporate pilasters on the roof to provide additional support where columns are too far away. Garage 2 features a speed ramp to provide as much flat deck parking area as was able. The medical office building is a total precast structure including precast stairs and elevator shafts. By going with a total precast solution, the contractor the Beck Group, was able to reduce the overall project schedule and turn the building over to the owner as quickly as possible. In all, 2,260 pieces of precast were used to provide 425,000 square feet of parking and nearly 150,000 square feet of office space. The success of this project is largely credited to the collaborative approach with the contractor, design team, and precast manufacturer. This series of structures showcases the variation and efficiency precast can achieve.
Best medical facility, architectural and structural, Dell Children's Medical Center and Medical Office Center Garages and Medical Office Building, Austin, Texas. The architect is HKS out of Dallas, Texas. The engineer of record is HKS out of Dallas, Texas. The general contractor is the Beck Group, Austin, Texas. The precast concrete engineer is the Consulting Engineers Group of San Antonio. Pcma associate members involved include Alamo Cement, ALP Supply, Arcosa Lightweight, Capital Aggregates, Crizo, Consulting Engineers Group, JVI, Sumidin Wire Products Corporation, PC Strand, Texas Lehigh Cement Company. The precast concrete is by Core Slab Structures, Texas. Please give our award winners a big hand. Come up and collect your awards, please. Smile. You're good to go. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Congratulations to our winners. Oh, and so soon, so soon. Schools are an integral part of the infrastructure, and schools are more than classrooms. Please enjoy our final award winner of the evening.
The Maize Performing Arts and Aquatic Center is an 88,000 square foot complex for the Unified School District of Maize, Kansas. This facility was designed by SJCF Architecture and consists of a performance stage, auditorium with a second-level balcony, and a 16,000 square foot natatorium, which includes an Olympic-sized lap pool, upper-level grandstand, locker rooms, full mechanical, and classrooms. To achieve the overall design intent, a hybrid structure of steel and precast concrete was used. The structural system was a combination of precast shear walls and frames. The precast shear walls utilized narrow wall segments grouped together in clusters, composite with welded shear flow connectors. The frames consisted of structural precast columns with architectural finish and structural steel cross-bracing members welded to cast-in embeds. The erection of the precast, performed by Hutton Construction, was broken into 3 phases, requiring a total of just 26 crane days. The precast manufacturer, Core Slab Structures Oklahoma, provided a variety of members, including IT beams, columns, wall panels, among which are several 52-foot-tall exterior load-bearing shear walls, and last, but certainly not least, 81 precast double T's. 24 of which are 48 inches deep, 8 feet wide, and 105 feet long. These particular pieces were designed to allow for the long, clear span required in the natatorium building. Overall, the architectural intent was achieved through the partnership of building materials and the coordination of contractors. This project is a prime example of the openness and adaptability that precast concrete can provide.
Best Education Athletic Facility, Maize Performing Arts and Aquatic Center. Architect is SJCF Architects out of Wichita, Kansas. The general contractor is Hutton Construction from Wichita. Engineer of record is DWA Associates, Wichita, Kansas. The owner is the Unified School District, number 266 Maize Schools in Maize, Kansas. Precast concrete engineer is File Design out of Tampa, Florida. And the precast concrete is by our friends at Core Slab Structures, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Please come up and collect your award. Oh, while they're getting their picture taken, I will let you know that PCA associate members included Dayton Superior, Hamilton Form Company, InSteel Wire Products, JVI, and MyJack Products. Again, the precast concrete is by Core Slab Structures, Oklahoma. Thank you. And then one more time, please congratulate all of our winners. And for those on the stream, thank you for watching. For those in the audience, thanks for putting up with me for an hour tonight. But do please consider PCMA as your resource for information about precast concrete. Visit precastcma.org for our latest list of AIA-approved Learn at Lunch program. You can also find past Best in Precast Award winners at precastcma.org. It's also where you will find contact information for the precasters and the suppliers that made all of this possible. Thank you for your time and good night. Oh, hold on. Because I'm going on the road. I want to thank our students here for doing the heavy lifting with the trophies. This is Jane and Nate. Thank you very much, Jane and Nate. They're both of Texas A&M, and we sure do appreciate their help tonight. Additionally, we ask that all award recipients to make sure that they have their awards with the proper names and projects. No fault of Nate or Jane. And then we'll also have photographs set up over here in the corner if you'd like to get some additional picture taken. All right, thank you. I would never make it on TV.
No kidding.